Looking to all for today's session. So hope everyone understood how to create activities, how to make the WBS, and how to link the activities, or how to give the relationship and what all the relationships are available, how to set the calendar. So all these things we have learned in our previous session. So now the next step is we have to learn how to create a resource sheet and how to assign the resources. So resource also is one of the important aspect for any project management because we should know which resource where it is working, how many resources are required, whether we have more resource or we need more resource, we have less resource. So all these things should be monitored. So then only we can get the success in any project. So in MSP, if you go to view, click on the view menu. So in the menu, click on the view menu, go to resource sheet. Click on the resource sheet. Okay. So now this table is visible with the blank data. So the no data is available. So here we have to type one by one resources. So there are three types of resources. If you click on the type, and click on the drop down button, you'll see three types of resources. One is work resource, one is material resource, another is cost resource. So three types of resources are available in my MSP. So here, what is work resource? Work resource is all your labors or employees. So any engineers, managers, all those things, and all labors required for your work, that we have to enter in the work resource. Enter as work resource. Material is our all kind of material we can say. So if it is a construction project, we can say um, cement, concrete, reinforcement, so any shuttering material, so any small component also we can add it. And even our client BOQ. So client BOQ also we can add in the resource so that we can track what is the plan as per plan, what is the budget, what is the planned invoice for the month, and actual as per actual project, actual progress, how much invoice we are making. So all these things we can track month on month or weekly basis. We can track when you enter all these details. So cost resource, these two resources, work resource and material resource, will be calculated based on the time in the MSP. So cost resource is something different. So cost will be like any overhead cost. So any other cost which is directly involved in the direct work, which is not directly linked to direct work. So only cost we have to update, only cost we have to monitor. So in that case, we can enter cost resource. Like we can enter running bills. So we are playing this much running bills this month. We have achieved this much, like that we can track it. But here we have to enter everything manually. So I will tell you how to go enter all these things one by one. I will tell you. So now let us start with first material resource. Okay. So we will start with materials. Let's get update this resource. Okay. I will not go in such material like cement, sand, and all. I'll go directly top final product. Say we can say concrete. Concrete. We can put grade wise also concrete, or we can put or PCC M10 grade. Then we can put RCC M20. Then RCC M30. Then say we can say reinforcement. Reinforcement. Okay. Then shittering or form out. Okay. Form. So just say these are the key material for our project. So here by default it is taking as a work. So what we'll do, we'll change it to material. Say material. Click on this type drop down. Say material. Click on material. Select all the material. So this material we have to give the unit of measurement. So any material will have unit of measurement. So if everyone knows what is unit of measurement, I know to tell, right? So then I'll write unit of measurement PCC, say cubic meter. I'll type cubic meter. RCC also cubic meter. M30 grade also cubic meter. Okay. Then reinforcement in metric ton, say MT. Formwork in square meter. So initial means you can give any code number or you can give some unique identification numbers or this one. Say this is we can say M10, M20, M30 reinforcement. Like that we can give for filtering for creating separate reports and all. It will be easy. So what we will do, we have to give group name, say CSR material, CSR material, or we can say BOQ, anything we can BOQ, say group and give BOQ. Then we have to give the standard rate. So maximum unit will not come for this material. We'll give standard rate. Standard rate for PCC, say 4,000 rupees. Approximately I am giving based on your BOQ, you can give the rate. So PCC 4,000 rupees. RCC M20, say 5,500. RCC M30, say 6,000. Reinforcement, say 75,000. So type 75,000. Next come to formwork. Formwork, say 1,900, maybe 900 rupees. Okay. Next, it comes to overtime rate. So material no overtime rate will come. Cost per use not required. Okay, prorated. So by default, it is selected as prorated. So there are two, three options are available. If you click the drop down, start and start, prorated and end. So for all resources, we can select prorated. So only for the cost resource to upload in the start of the activity or in the end of the activity, you want to show that cost report, then we can select end or start. Otherwise, it is prorated for any other resource, material or work. So if you select start end also, it will make any difference for work and material resource. That we should remember. Okay, so now our resource sheet is ready with material resource. So we have to allocate these resources to the corresponding activity. Fine. So again go to click on the Gantt chart. Come left side, here you can see this Gantt chart. Just click on it. So you are going back to this sheet. Right? So you just extend what you can do. You don't want this. You don't want to see this Gantt chart here because we are entering the data. So it is disturbing you. If you can go to that task view. There is one view. Click on this button. In the Gantt chart, there is a drop down button. Click on this. There are different views are available. Go to more view and here you select on the top of menu is opening. So in that use this scroll button and go to task sheet. Okay, go to task sheet. Okay. So now there is no Gantt chart here. So it's only a Excel sheet is available for entering the data. So now you can see already by default there is a resource name is already visible here. So now we have to enter resources. So what we will do? We'll go to, we'll select this option detail. Okay. When you click on this option, there is a form is generated below. Task form is generated below. Okay. So this will be helpful for entering our resource. So now let us start entering resource for the first activity. Say PCC. Expression also we can give. We are not given. Okay, that also will add it. Let us add excavation also. So that is excavation. Excavation material cubic meter excavation. Say VO2 standard rate say 250 rupees. Okay. Again come back to the task view. Task sheet. Come here. Then let us start enter resources. Keep your cursor, click on the activity where you want to give the resource, and then come to this form below. Select which. If you click on this drop down menu, whatever you have entered in the resource sheet, so those resources will be visible here. So you can see excavation we have entered, formwork we have entered, and RCC M10, RCC M20, RCC M30, reinforcement. So now this is excavation. You click on the excavation. Click enter. Okay. By default, it is taking 1 cubic meter. We are given already 1 cubic meter. We are given a cubic meter as a unit of measurement. So it is by default, it takes us 1 cubic meter. Okay. So now what we have to do? We have to increase this quantity. So how much is the work? Say for example, we have around 10,000 cubic meters. Say 10,000 cubic meters. Okay. So now 10,000 cubic meter is visible. It is available in the resource name. So we have entered this 10,000 cubic meter. So next comes PCC. So here again come to this form, click on PCC, press enter, say 70 cubic meter. Okay. Then next putting RCC. So if you click on here, it is appearing what is entered in the form. So now if you see, there is other option also is available to enter resource. This is one way we are selecting this detail. Once again, I'm telling you can see detail. We are selecting detail form, detail task form from the menu, and we are entering the form is created in the below, appearing in below. So from there we are entering the resources. So other way, what is the other way? You just click on this item, putting RCC. So click here. Here one drop down button is there, right? Click on this button. Here also the resources are available. Directly you can select from here. You need not to do all these things like select this details, come to this form and enter. Instead of that, you can directly click here and select the resource which you want to assign. Say footing RCC, you want to assign say RCC M20. So there is a checkbox here. Click on the checkbox and click outside. So when you click outside, it is showing you by default 1 cubic meter. It is showing, right? So when you are doing 1 cubic meter, but RCC is not 1 cubic meter, it's little more. You can say when PC is 70 cubic meter, RCC is maybe it is higher quantity. You want to edit it, so you can click one more time. Then your cursor will change for editing. The cursor will change for editing. So how it is happens like in MS Excel. Otherwise, other option is F2. You click here and press F2. Also, so now you type quantity. Just delete this 1 cubic meter. You type the quantity. Say for example, it is 250 cubic meter. Right? This is so simple. So if this form is disturbing, you just remove this form. Go back to menu. Click on this checkbox. Form is removed. You just give the resource. Select M20. Right? If you have reinforcement also, so select reinforcement also. Okay. Here also you have reinforcement. Select reinforcement also. And then press F2 or press one more time, click and change the quantity. Say 25 ton, and here industrial is say 175 cubic meter, and reinforcement say 17.5, 17 ton. Okay. So come to grade slab TCC, grade slab TCC, grade slab RCC, M20 grade and reinforcement, and just change this TCC cubic meter. Here it is RCC cubic meter quantity you have to change. Yes, this time. So this is how we can enter the resource. So now we have entered resource for the building number 1 substructure. Okay. So now let us see what other things we have to do. So you next come to superstructure. So when you come to superstructure, here also sorry, but building number 2, I'm seeing the building number 2. So here also same activities are there. Suppose same resource will come. Okay, same activities is there, excavation, PCC, footing, same activity, same resource will come. So what you can do, just select these activities, copy, press Control C, then paste it here. Okay. And the similar activities are there. The resource is automatically we can same resource we can copy and paste. So if you want to change the quantity, you can just similar method, you can change the quantity. So this is one way of doing, easiest way of doing the work. So in other ways, what we can do all entry to resource of building number 1, and directly you can copy the entire building number 1 we can copy. So I think this I told earlier also how to copy the entire building number 1. So I'll show you once again. I'll just enter this detail in the first floor. The first floor RCC column say M30. Slab is also say I'll say it is M30. Okay. And reinforcement also we have to add. Just click and add reinforcement also. Click and add reinforcement also, and change the quantity. Say slab is column and wall is say 40 cubic meter. Say it is 4 ton, and slab RCC say it is 250 cubic meter, and reinforcement is 25 ton. So all fours are typical. Just I'll copy and I'll paste it. Okay. So now my building number 1 is ready with all the resources. Okay, it's all typical, so I enter typical data. Okay, so now what I can do, the simplest way is just copy the entire building number 1, copy the entire building number 1, and I'll paste it here. I'll say this is my building number 3. So now my building number 3 is ready with the entire resources and all the links. Only, as I told you earlier, only the first activity predecessor we have to change. So first activity, say excavation is my first activity. PCC is already linked to excavation. You can see the predecessor here. It is linked to 75. 75 is our excavation. And other subsequent activities already linked to respective activities of the building number 3 only. So by default it is copy. It has changed the predecessors also. So only first activity did not change. We will change the first activity link. For that you just delete this link. What we'll do? Building number 2 excavation. After completing building number 2 excavation, we will start building number 3 excavation. Okay. So building number 1 excavation, building number 2 excavation is 47. So click on 47 FS plus 1 day. So it is already linked here. So I have to remove this link. Here, remove this link. Now you give the link 47 FS plus 1 day. Okay. So now the entire schedule is ready. Building number 3 schedule also ready with me now, along with the resources. So this is so simple. When when there is multiple number of buildings, similar buildings are available. Okay. So here superstructure I not enter. I will enter the superstructure also. Copy and paste. Building number 2 ka. So now let us see what is our monthly plan. Okay. So now we have entered our quantities, material quantity in our resources sheet, and we have allocated the material resources to respective activities. So now let us see what is the outcome, what is the use of this. Go to resource view, go to resource sheet, go to resource sheet, sorry, go to resource usage. Go to resource usage. So now you can see here left side the resources. PCC M10, in that what are the activities are linked here, you can see, and PCC M10 what all the activities are linked, you can see below, and what is the total quantity of that particular activity. So we can say M10 we have 270 cubic meter total, RCC M20 we have 187 cubic meter total, and RCC M30 we have around 5220 cubic meter, and reinforcement also we can see 693. Formwork we are not entered, so it is not shown. Okay, we are missed to enter the formwork. No issue. At least we understood how to enter this material resource. See, now you say you want to see what is my monthly concreting plan. That what you have to do, you have to change your calendar setting. So earlier also I told you how to change the calendar setting, sorry, timeline setting. Select bottom tier. This days, instead of days, I'll select it as. So mid tier is week, so it is not coming. Mid tier, I'll make it as quarter, and bottom tier, I'll make it as month. So now it is created. Now you can see what is my plan, right? So second quarter, April month, my plan is M10 grade M45 cubic meters plan. M20 grade 135 cubic meter, and reinforcement is 13.4, and excavation is 7,500. See, so it is equally distributed based on the duration, month on month. What is the quantity? What is the quantity is coming in the month of May, the month of June? So every month it is showing. If you want weekly, just set the timeline, change the timeline, and you can see what is weekly plan. So this is how we can see our plan, monthly plan of the quantity. Okay. So thank you for watching our channel, and subscribe to our channel if you are liking it. Subscribe to our channel and learn more and fill your skills. If you want the mentors, just contact us so that you can learn under the guidance of mentor who is having experience in the actual construction. So thank you for watching our channel once again. Thank you.